So they're happy. I'm gonna hope. Okay, it's just weird oscillation, but it's fine. I ran into some tech issues because, wouldn't be a stream without some sort of tech issues happening. And today's tech issues, I've learned that my foot pedal messes the game up somehow. I'm not sure how. It's prevented the game from starting, and I just barely fixed it a few minutes ago, so. Today, we're playing something new. Get some leeway from playing Yakuza 0, because I honestly feel like playing this for quite a while. Also, I'm about to adjust it the old-fashioned way because I can already see the audio speaking a little bit. I don't know how 20 is good enough. I might have to adjust the audio as needed. But I've been looking forward to playing this for quite a while. The game I passed up back when I used to play with my Game Boy Advance and my regular DS, and well, it got released on Steam a couple of years ago. I figured maybe I'll play this someday, and today is that day. So this is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the HD remaster. So it includes the original, Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations. But they both go around playing Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations at some point. But we're gonna stick with playing the original for now. And if I get into this series, I'll stream more of it. I'll stream the other two. If I don't, then well, we'll at least play through Ace Attorney. But enough rambling, let's play the game. So I'm hoping where my camera is today is a decent position for it, because I did try to fiddle with that while I was fixing the tech issues. But episode 1, first turnabout. I'm hoping audio transitioning is something I can control, but I'm planning to do voice acting like I did in the past. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Okay, it was just an introduction part, but if it doesn't auto-scroll, then I'll try to voice act it. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Here, Chief. Ew, am I glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. That everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean he knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I'll try to voice act. Although if you've seen my Yakuza 0 playthrough, my voice acting is sort of on the fence, honestly. I like where I'm at, it's a good place to be, so I'll stick to where the camera's at in the bottom right corner for now. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Yeah. It's over my life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Gonna do it. Gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick? Oh, hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. But it doesn't. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, dude? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. Can't live in a road after her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? And Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Person responsible for your girlfriend's death. Newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. First case is a fairly simple one. Young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. I've been his friend since grade school. So I had a saying, something smells, it's usually the Butts. In the 20 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He's had a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one. Why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court Courtroom number 2. I try to think of voices on the fly. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. And the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. A little nervous. Conduct in this trial was to decide to play to your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. And shaking, eyesight fading, mom spaghetti. The test consists of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. That would be Larry Butts. Defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? It's, oh crap. No way, I forgot. Drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, you have to be sure you're up to this. You don't even know the victim's name? I think I'm gonna give her like a posh British voice. I mean, I see a Nakatama on her head, over her neck, so probably not the case, but I'm just gonna give her that voice. Oh, the victim? Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. In my case, it's not, I'm playing on controller, so that's right button. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. But okay, evidence and profiles. And he's authorized report, time of death, 7:31, between 4 and 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood to the blunt trauma. Oh, Mia Fey. Chief Attorney at Fey & Co. I bounced from a very good defense attorney. Larry Best, the defendant in this case. Likeable guy who's been my friend since grade school, age 23. Cindy Stone. Victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself, age 22. Winston Payne, prosecutor for the case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Okay, so Cindy Stone. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. There's Wright, who's a victim in this case. Cinder Block. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Sort of thinking Irish voice, even though I suck at it, having an Irish voice, but we'll roll with it. Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. I mean, yes, Your Honor? Sister Wright just told us the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. What accepts into evidence? Statue in the shape of the Thinker, it's rather heavy. Also, hold on, I need to check something real quick. Give me 1 sec. Apologies. Let me just put my headphones back on. Hopefully tomorrow these I'm a little bit more professional, but there I be again. Apologies. Right. And be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Be sure to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. And the prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief? What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get the chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything fortunate. Oh. Now he gets excited easily. This could be bad. Nice shirt. Mr. Butts, is it not true that Is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We're great together. Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? Wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe as genuine what we mean by dumped? fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Victim apparently arrived home from Paris at 7:30, day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude. No way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took the money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Mr. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Betts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah. Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Yeah, I probably shouldn't let him. I had no idea the victim was seen other men. Questions are relevant to this case. Ugh. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? Cheating she-dog. I was gonna die. I was gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I met her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? Yes, I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. But this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh no. You went. Alright, I'll send him a signal. See, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I've got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to that victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Miss Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, you saw newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he might be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. The woman, not moving, dead. I crawled inside and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Hmm. Larry, why did you just tell the truth? Kind of funny you got a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones don't function normally. The phone that Mr. Sod used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. And now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witnesses gave. Lies? What, he was lying? The client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Yeah. How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you find the contradicting evidence, present it rubbing the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Instead of man leaving an apartment at a common site, I find it odd he would take notice of him. I don't know, he just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet friend at the same time. Just like the criminal fleeing the scene of the crime. Defense requires that a witness reframe that conjecture. And of course, what the witness means that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? Oh, I can actually just scroll around, okay. What evidence do I have? So between 4 to 5 p.m. was the time of death. Electricity was out the entire day until from noon to 6. Okay. Victim came back from Paris. Murder weapon. No press this. So what gave me the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Is there any only human to want to peek? The client matters because they were there. It's the same thing. Two words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did things come off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? I see no reason why to keep pressing on stuff I think seems suspicious. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I haven't. I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. You to call the police? Did that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, please, send the rest of the testimony. Have to call the police. What happened next? The phone in our apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't right. You said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at nearby apartments. Right, what time did you call again? I think I see my contradiction. 1 p.m.? Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. 1 p.m.? Right, doesn't that seem strange to you? Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I see a contradiction clear as day. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy report notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to, no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Oh, It's just trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Just saw it. Why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you had to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time of a tape program. It's alright, you may cross-examine a witness. Right? You know what to do. Got this one. I already see my evidence. I just had to see the opportunity first. You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. It's a little strange. But you're saying you heard something. If you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. So there agrees to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, please continue your testimony. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't press everything else. You sure it was a television, not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There is only one large television. Right? I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. The thing about hearing the television? The witness is satisfied he heard the time. Now, I already see a contradiction with this. I am tricked myself actually saying it, but objection. I also need to point the I also need to point the camera for that because that is a clear contradiction. Hold it right there. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of discovery, and this record proves it. Yeah. Couldn't have heard of television or video. Yeah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sot? No, I find it quite amusing myself, quite. Yeah. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sot? The court would prefer to hear accurate testimony from the very beginning. It's constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sot. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Here in the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock on the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine a witness. Gladly. As a cook, it gets more dramatic. I think I know what I'm looking for, but it's like present, honestly. Strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? We're gonna keep on pressing, because that sounds like fun. Table clock? What, is there a clock in the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. I know exactly where to present the murder weapon. Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did it? You just doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Nothing's fishy here. Yeah, that wasn't the evidence. Objection. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? Remove your objections, your evidence. What do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sot. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. That is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I didn't submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appeared that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Just want to know, what is this button? You still do? Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the clock weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he's lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I was in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. He struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound he heard. Order to court? Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sot, Sal must have left quite an impression on you. Understandably, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim, that voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? It's just all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, fuck. I heard no. I mean, I saw. Yeah. God. Well, good to know that's a toupee. By gods. Hey, Rebel. You are indeed first. Congratulations. Welcome to us.
His name is John Cena.
Welcome to not John Cena, attorney at law. But no, we're playing Phoenix Wright. We're being a lawyer, and yeah, this guy is clearly upset. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. Killed her, and he should burn. Burned. Give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. Isn't a shredded evidence supporting the defense's claims? Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Okay, there's writing on this. Better think carefully. Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sot heard was definitely this clock. The fact which is clearer if you... Okay, there is save and a nope. I'm gonna do a save real quick. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is a thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Yeah. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sot heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sot, try to talk your way out of this one. Forget one thing. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. Proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Can't prove that, you don't have a case. Yeah. He's right. Not gonna prove that. Dang, I was so close. Mr. Wright. It seems you lack critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sot. Came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. Ooh woo. Treat me like a criminal. Lawyers are all slime. Almost had him. Are they? I failed you. There's nothing you can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sot. Eh? Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. Can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason as why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I have an idea. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have been in somewhere that can prove it, right? Finding it, let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. And have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the floor record that can prove my claim beyond doubt. Tough words. So you pull this one off. I see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Why would a clock run slow? I'm gonna assume the passport. Because he just came from out of town. Nothing I can think of. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time he heard when he struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Salt? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yeah. I think he's dead, Your Honor. Order. Yeah, he definitely faded. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out different than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Is it right? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find a true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Hey, confetti, nice. Not guilty, confetti. Best confetti. And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out Frank Saw was a common burglar. Goes in as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. And that day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Assured, Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And the rest... yeah. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I can't believe we won. Right? Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You bought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen a chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Winnie's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Budd's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this evidence? Yeah. Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Wow, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? So into that chick, and she's just been playing me as words, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, it's definitely this. Check this out, Larry. We're positive you weren't just some chump to her. Just some chump to her. Yeah? What about that clock? This is a clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? Pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. Glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. Drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, or at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Oh my. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us Unless you count the clock you gave Mia. I didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry. The one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end? I didn't think I'd be covering the end, but that's what it says. The episode has been added. Yeah, I'll save my progress. Save and or load may be involved whenever we get into a difficult spot, but for now, we progress. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. Finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha, so what is it this time? It's a clock. The clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue to thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Yep, it's not working. It's lame. I had to take the clock right out. I'm sorry. Put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, the possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5, 9:27 a.m. I think it said like something about it being Turnabout Sisters, but we'll check once we have free reign. But for now, September 5th, 8:57 p.m., Fay and Co. Law Offices. I don't know the voice. I'm not even going to bother giving this a voice line. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. How could you know? I should have been more careful. Yeah? Oh crap. That went 360 fast. Jeez. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay and Co. Law Offices. Oh, so hold on. Oh, episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Okay. I didn't keep track what the title says because it just immediately went to pre-trials. Stuff happening in the past. We're in the future. We're in the now. already in the future of now. Ah, crap, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. He said his sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. Smell. Lead. Mia? Maybe she's in her office. No. I literally can't do anything else. Alright, fine. To the office. And smell blood. What's this? Someone's there. Yeah. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? I guess she fainted too. Strange girl dropped on code. They're lying on the office sofa. Went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, not so quickly, it began to fade. So finally, she was cold. Chief. The cursor with dry blood. Ironically, this became the murder weapon. Again. Chief? It's hard seeing her like this, but if there was any clues here. She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. I think your lighter must have been a murder weapon. Murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock, made by Larry Betts. Glass shards near the chief's body. There's 3 pieces of glass light stand just lying broken in the back of the room. Broken beyond all recognition. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. It's a fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Well, where is written in blood on a scrap of paper? Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of papers were received from the department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Jars of glass. Now, at least this gives me a good indicator of what I can examine and what I can't, because the little magnifying glass just lights up. The chief's chair. Simple functional design. Those characters could sit in too. Anything else? So she was in the head with an object, probably died instantly. A large building right across from the office. Gateway Hotel. Nice luxurious place. Nothing else. Didn't seem like it. Yeah. I got this now. Where'd she go? They're right there on the sofa. Ah, crap. I hope she didn't run on me. Yeah. Sheesh, don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. And Maya. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. There will be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Just talk to her first. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? Came in. The room was dark. Sis. So she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was a thinker. Oh, the examiner room. Let me present the evidence. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it down the back of this receipt. Yeah? That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. Why was Sis write my name? Ah, crap. Now I've done it. Better hurry and call the police. Reception desk. I usually sit here. Small writing desk cluttered with office supplies. You can grab more legal books in here even if you wanted to. You can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. Door to the chief's office, it's slightly open. And I touch a doorknob. Large painting, I guess you call this modern art. I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. The sofas for clients, leather, real luxury model. So, did I just move? No. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. The phone's like right there. I just couldn't see it. Van code ledger book. Everything's written in the chief's oceany handwriting. A small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Perfectly a normal office desk. Chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Been big on stuff the client needs, but keep your own stuff simple. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she uses About all she uses PC for was email. He picked up this ancient model at some garbage sale and for practically nothing. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she found her case records and recent rulings. Now, I would have thought the trash can would have been important, but I guess not. Alright, fine. I felt like I was meant to examine stuff before touching the important things in life. Right, I'd better call the police. Yeah. It's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. It's like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please come quick. What was that? Someone screamed from outside the window. Yeah. Staring right at me. Holding a phone in their hand. I'm sure that's probably where the golden things come, isn't it? Phone receiver is missing a few screws. Better not use it. I probably meant to just go back and do stuff, I guess. That's not a good sign. Police? It sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. Trying to think what a name, a voice for this guy. I mean, detective, right? Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. I received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been a woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Wait. You wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa. Excuse me. Yeah? I swear my hearing mean anything to you? Yeah? That's my name. What? Make them Judas here know their own blood, see? For dime branch, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? That's later fast. Mia's younger sister, Maya, rested on the spot. Was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes are heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitors room. Wow, now poor Maya just locked up like a criminal. Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. And she looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. You're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I've never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. But those strike fear in the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sound like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Yeesh. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I just can't sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. I doubt examining this place is important, but I feel obligated to. Smile for the camera. Scar monitors a visiting room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. I'm curious about this whole spirit mediums first before I ask about that. So you're an acolyte, medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Oh, wait a sec. You say the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She let the melon to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest to goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? Hey Shinobi. It's going good. I had some tech issues earlier with a very peculiar problem and I managed to fix it. As it turns out, this game does not like you having a foot controller plugged in. It just flat out crashes the game, so I eventually fixed it, so we're a little bit late to tonight's stream, but it's going well otherwise. We just barely started like an hour and change. Yeah, it's a really weird bug. I had to look into like the Steam discussions to find out what was causing the problems, but we solved it eventually. And we're barely into our second case right now, so doing this game so far. And you know, voice acting because I can. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. Yeah? I'm sorry. Still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Thought that would be too easy. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Alright. Of course. Next time I see a detective gun show, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Conversation I had with my sister's recorded on my cell phone. So the paper says. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, can I ask you a favor? Yeah. This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could ask him to represent me? It's hard for me to really say no to her, so sure. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. I mean, she is in jail, so that checks out. Say, what about your parents? Lots of dots. I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. Trials tomorrow at 10 o'clock. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? Tell me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They gave me till 4 this afternoon. The leasing hours are almost up, but I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Also, ooh, it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. Kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. Morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker that clock that Larry made. Apparently qualified as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Yeah, I should probably book it to Grossberg Law Offices, I guess. That's the address. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. And she couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. I'm free to look around. I guess I am, technically. Table for clients. Elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. The painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil painting is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm surprised there's nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Fancy looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Solid mahogany desk. To go with the solid mahogany bookcase and the solid mahogany book table, I guess. I mean, client table, I guess. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. This is all she wrote. Alright. Well, I guess I'm heading back to my office. September 6th, Vanco Law Offices. An office is still filled with police officers. They're all busy searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Oh, sorry. Don't I know you for somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone forsake me for Larry Butts? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Detective Suede Shoes. Gumshoe. Tempted to say that, and I'd rather not piss off the guy that has Maya's phone. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Oh, hey Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? You got business here, you better do it quick. Yeah, thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Okay, look around my place first before I start asking questions. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Maya's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Accordion District, a pal. What's that? No movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made me cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all these. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. I should probably just have to talk to him first. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? Yeah? You want to know results, huh? No, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Time of death, September 5th at 9 p.m. Cause single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? Yeah, the city put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Unfortunately, I am barely new. Tell me more, please. Prosecutor Edgeworth? That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Nani? Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know, I'm just plain dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that this Edward guy hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. What does my record say, by the way, for profiles? Mia Faye, age 27, victim, chief attorney at Faye & Co. Law Offices, and excellent defense lawyer before, you know. Maya Faye, age 17, the defendant, Mia's little sister and a spirit medium in training. Dick Gumshoe, age 30, retired with the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth, age 24, a gifted prosecutor, and a ruthless man who'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Right, I have something to give him, which is... out of curiosity. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. You sure that Mia wrote it herself? You can't write a condition of writing. It's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. Yeah? What's that? Sorry, pal, but I got no info for the likes of you. Couldn't resist. I was wondering, do you know anything about this? And that statue, that's the murder weapon. Oh. He thinks the clock is just a statue too. I'm sorry, I wish I'd never seen this thing. There was broken glass at the crime scene, right? Yeah. Oh, that? Seemed like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. Glass shards and pieces of the broken stand. Right, the actual reason I'm here. I was wondering, did you see Maya's cell phone? Oh, that. I have that. Do you think you can give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Ah, crap, he's on to me. Tell him why there's no way he'll give it to me. Nothing the matter. Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. No, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds all of the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Trying to confuse me? Sorry, pal. I already checked out all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There were any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Check the call record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You're all done, pal. Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. Don't influence a witness with your lawyer to wait, pal. Yeah. Alright, the pink hair gal. Right. Completely forgot about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? You're trying to lawyer their tricks on me now? She's not to go outside the room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way? I guess I should know better than try to get a detective to leak it. Words. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. I think it's time to pay a visit to Miss May. First, let's check this phone. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. You want me to hold on to? Oh, it's a message I read before the events happened. Right. Good to know. Okay, save the game. I think it's time to actually pay a visit to that room. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're not a lawyer, aren't you? I mean... Right. New voice, because it's different person. I mean, I could give her Monotron's voice from Yakuza. You're a detective, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Teehee. Able to self, thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's also exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of a beautiful witness. Pretty lawyer has to cross-examine that one. No. Don't mind if I soup around while you do your thing. Flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Ah, still scene painting. Wait, should it not be still life? No, whatever. Well, I know this hanging on the wall. I think still life was right. I think. Late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's a fan cooled off his building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clear from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. A simple bed. Been recently made. Nothing I catch in here. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Totally not suspicious or anything. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Oh, a bad boy. And you really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? Thought she was gonna explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. Oak. Yeah, maybe not right now. Sorry, I couldn't resist. You think you could tell me something? Need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident? Ooh, observe incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Oh my. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? Why did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Well, let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Did you... Just who exactly are you? Ooh, Miss Lawyer, are you hating on me? No! Hey, look, I'm just doing my job here. Hehe. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, it's the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Ooh woo. I mean, Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Teehee. You already had your hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. So you're telling me I'm gonna get a bunch of nope in this room. Oh, I see there's 2 glasses on the table. Someone's staring at her with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. Must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage bin? This man doesn't like noisy little lawyers. Once again, oh boy. I mean, I want to examine it, but the game said no, so... You know what, just cuz. Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness, you understand? How can I possibly give you information in good conscience, huh? Me, the witness, it's just like in the movies. Yeah, so tells me I just not meant to talk to her at all. Fine. Alright, fine. Baby Grosberg came back? Well, no. He's still out. Well, maybe I should just wait here to wait for him to come back. Wasn't the most overclocked clarinet throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. It looks even grander than I imagined. That badge in the collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. What do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy then. How come no one could get in touch with... Never mind. Hmm? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go on taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a sec. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? You refuse to be afraid we got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Take the mustache right away. How can you just refuse like that? Just tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you just see, it's just I'm busy, you see. Client is Maya's Bay's sister. Mia trusted you. She said her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Beep. Fine. Not time to argue with you anyway. Go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? Terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission. You could see it in her eyes. Followed her with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. More questions than answers, but tell me more. That's quite a painting. You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The colors of the sky, the hues of the sea, the wave of the straw hat. Shaking of my controller because I felt that one. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't even interested. It's not for sale. Not buying. Jeez. You know what? He saw my badge. Let me just show it to him real quick. Very sorry, but I got to say regarding this matter. Nah, I have nothing to show him, so let's just take a look one last time. Probably nothing else to see. Yeah. I guess I go back to Maya and give her the bad news, I guess. Oh my god, honestly. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center, visitor's room. Oh jeez, I should remember in the future just have more water on hand because my bottle's almost empty. And my bottle's now dry. Nice. Hell yeah. Oh, you're back. Did you find a lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Oh, see, just be honest. I really don't think he should use that guy. He didn't seem happy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Yeah. I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. Father died when I was very young. I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could still be alive? Who in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, sister announced that she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, and also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. So bad for her. All by herself up in that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were just getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Well, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? Then my mother helped. The police catcher was innocent. Ah, crap. The police consultation with a medium has all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. Told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and the media jumped on it big time. Gee, my mother ain't a laughingstock of the nation. See. White? Excuse me, White? That was his name, my sister told me. White? Huh. It's a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Ah, crap. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Let's go home, everyone. Now let's do it. Alright, I made up my mind. Going to defend you whether you want me or not. Yeah? Why? Why? Well... You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it'd be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, is that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. But things more sadder or more lonely than that. I know. Been there. Long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. Count on me. Yeah. It's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Oh, she smiled at least. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? Something that's been bugging me. Just, what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. No, guess I'm heading back. All I could think of right now. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you don't need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no. I swear, there's a lot of innuendos in this game already. I mean, the 2 glasses, the wine out there. More work of it, I guess. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Hey, now's my chance to snoop around. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah. You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's been a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Bell Corp called. Blue Corp fault. Tongue twisters. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Alright, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? Huh. Why was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother? Could it be coincidence? Gee, I wonder what it could possibly be. Screwdriver sticking out of a half-open drawer. Well, that was my chance to see what's inside. Yeah. What do we have here? A wiretap? Huh. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? The story behind all this, and I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. Get to this woman's bottom, I mean... you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Time to skedaddle. For a tank going with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Only child dirty. I think we could go a little bit into this case. That'd be good. I did start late unintentionally. Day 2 trial. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 1. No, same judge. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Right, Edgeworth. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Benz is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. Prosecution has evidence that she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. Prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If you may call our first witness, Your Honor. Prosecution calls the chief officer to the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Also blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in the girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're calling it a statue. Right, we have a plan of the murder scene. Cool. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. Well, as soon as the phone call came in, I rushed into the scene. There is 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I see a single contradiction in that testimony. Maya just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find a contradiction to the witness testimony. She would bluff and impress witness in every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Worked lots of times. I shouldn't expect that Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. That's what the game's saying, so sure. So, who do you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. Call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Alright, please continue. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Yeah, right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got here before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us, who the 2 people you found on the scene were? Yes, sir. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. Maybe I should pick my points of press with a little more care. I'll skip that one for now. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Yeah. Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious and she sure is Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? Guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. Emotional damage. Yeah, there's definitely emotional damage when all of us are just saying the exact same thing. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the written memo was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How'd you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why did you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time? I'm really embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. And did you find the evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, get into the good part. Just because he found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. So, then who did write it, Smarty Pants? Who? Well, it could have been a witness, Miss May. Hold on. The witness was in the hotel room, not the office. Try pulling the other leg, Mr. Wright. Yeah, and while you're at it, pull mine too, pal. Ugh. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on the memo you found. Do you have any proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Oh, it sounds pretty confident. This might not be good. That test result of the blood was the victim's. I probably should have pressed that. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Detective Gumshoe, did you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's blood? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Ugh. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases. No. Did you find a little odd the victim would write down the name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually. Got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. Facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order, order. That didn't go so well. That's right, what he said. That's his whole testimony? Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Might as well press this. I need to think. What kind of tests were these again? Yeah, what kind? Well, I hear you take the little bits in the blood, the hemoglobins, I refuse to testify in this matter, pal. I'm not an expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean your honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was a mess. What evidence do I have? Wiretap, receipts. I didn't mean to click that again. Security suspect examined the scene of the crime by eyes. I mean, this one gave me an option, so maybe there's something more to this one. The killer, anyone could see that. Yeah. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence should open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Wow, detective, tell us what was written on the memo you found. Actually, no. How could she write the name if she died instantly? Objection. I mean, objection. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Miss May, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant by a Faye? It's really what you're saying. What? Is it one of your lawyer tricks now, is it? Or she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who actually could not have written it. This is a report from the report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no budding your way out of this one, detective. Order, order. The defense has points. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Nani? Second autopsy was from yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there's a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim didn't have time to write John Cena. Maya. I really don't think the sound alerts for playing this game, but didn't have time to, unfortunately. I'll try to fix that tomorrow. That is all. Maybe I'll keep that one, who knows. I see. Dang you, Edgeworth. Should have known you have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. Yeah, F it. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. But Racing Kitty had possibly had to request a second autopsy report. Mr. Wright, the defense would refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in the report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. Or accepts the evidence. Mia's autopsy report died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor. The evidence strongly suggests that the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. This is not good. Prosecution would like to call this next witness. Poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April, may take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Well, I'm glad Ross is in here for this. Order. Introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. He's already captured the hearts of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room, teehee. Checked in right after lunch. And this hotel's directly across from the fan code law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness account. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked at the window, you know. And then, saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And then the woman dodged to one side and ran away. That girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the one with the long hair, he kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. We itsy bitsy witsy. Wink. Well, Your Honor. I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to try to witness any way, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you're Miss Mia's face understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. The cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine a witness? Of course. I'm glad to proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin. Let me just check real quick. It checks out because it was 9 o'clock when the murder happened, but I'm still gonna press. How did you know that? Oh, why did you know that? Huh? Why, like, why what? Like, why did you look out the window when you're expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. That's it. She can't get out of the question that easily. I sorta, you know, had a feeling. I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. I don't see a point to do this right now, so let's back off for now. So that's a thing I should probably press at some point, but not at this time. The one with long hair, that was Mia Fey? Uh-huh. Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? The person attacking her? So how did you know she was a defendant? Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish fatigue. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? Know how to dodge when you can just wink your way out of stuff, I guess. There is only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. That's Molly's bulletproof, Your Honor. I see no reason why I should press this, because that is right, pretty much. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue with your testimony. I guess she didn't dodge. How did she know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's fatigue. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? There's an inconsistency somewhere in this, but I don't want to keep pressing stuff that I shouldn't be pressing. I think it was this one I should probably press. Yeah, this is the only thing that seems inconsistent. It's S. Just how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I'll not have you badger my witness. Badgering? Insists on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Order. Mr. Wright, you've been warned. But poor me. I should probably save because if I press again, I'm probably gonna get in trouble, aren't I? Press this one, I guess. Hold on a minute. This testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Oh, I literally had to think to this one. No, she didn't see anything. She saw us. I think she's lying about the events. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Someone tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her fatigue. Yeah? No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony's bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. So did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean, lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all that trifling little details was necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink. Testimony again, if you would. Dang, almost had her. Updated account, I guess. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kinda statue-y clock, that leaker, I think. Well, does actually a report not startle you, Teehee? I see. I only wish you'd been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I already smell inconsistency. Well, taste, well, taste and their smell, I guess. Let me just press first, because I'm pretty confident in this one. Is that right, as in you're right, as you look for no tell? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. I should probably press just for consistency's sake. I can mean for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what I mean, that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. I smell inconsistency. At least I think I do. They use the mouse to actually point at stuff. I'm gonna check real quick. You can. Right, she says. Yeah, I have a lot of doubts. Objection. It wasn't the answer, was it? Fine. I smell objection, I smell not the answer. Fine, weapon then. So, where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. Let's see, what sort of weapon was it? Clock. Did this come up in their testimony recently? Well, just don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That's the Haiti part. Welcome to lawyer time. I don't have a student time, but I am asking questions. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. Objection. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? You didn't like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. I first saw your playing Phoenix Point. No. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Phoenix Point I don't have actually. I have Xenonauts, but I never bought Phoenix Point and sort of in a money crunch right now to try it out. I think Glacier played it recently though. He said the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing it just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called as a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. He continues to question the witness. That was close. You stopped me there, the trial would be over. Yeah? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How would you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Faye & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Law offices of Faye & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. You could have easily heard the clock. I'll have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Right, I remember now. I was like, hey Tarsky, welcome on in. We are trying to be a very competent attorney, including remembering this fact. Your Honor, members of the court, it's inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. how could you possibly... Just take a look right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It says the defense says this clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. This is indeed the first game in the series. We're playing with the remastered collection on Steam, so we're playing through this one. We're seeing how it goes, but so far I'm liking this game. It's Wright. Also voice acting because I can. Would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. He couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Tisk tisk. Nani? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Yeah, that's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That's exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed was... Oh, that proves when the clockwork was removed. Wasn't it? 9:27 a.m. The clock tells you the clock isn't working right now. Yeah, that's the proof. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woohoo! You have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. Defendant's cell phone? That wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gunshoe overlooked it? The detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I've gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Or Gumshoe. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clock right out, sorry. September 5, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork is already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Yeah. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know this weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. Store was that again? Go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Mink. So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Of course I do. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts the piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that would prove the witness has not seen the clock before. Oh yeah, duh, the name. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Look, set, and match. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Oh, she is pissed. And very, very upset. What's it to you, porcupine head? Stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it. She should die for it. Die. Yeah, also boobs. Boobs in her heart. Thing went upside down. She is scary looking. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law and the witness will remain calm. Yeah, her boobs bounced. Oh. She definitely snapped for a second there, though. Did I, like, lose it? Oh, deeper, please. Bestin, 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 bestin. Bestin. Totally unrelated. Scary she is. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I saw the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you know the weapon was a clock because you've heard about it. The witness has never held a clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That's correct, Your Honor. There's no other way that she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving the witness has heard where the murder weapon was a clock. Which is this. Have a look at this. Yeah. Yep, eat the evidence out of her. That... Well, I just happened to find this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May. You were tapping the victim Miss Maya's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of the wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that this witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have yet to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that weapon was a clock on the phone? Can he prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Nani? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on film that the weapon was a clock was...
NANI?
It would make the phone, wouldn't it? It's gonna be dumb, it's gonna be Maya, isn't it? Never say anything, the clock. This. Ah, crap. Of course, I think. For the victim sat on the phone, the weapon was a clock. Get a cell phone then. I was thinking it'd be witty and say it's Maya now. I resent the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen what's more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. I'm not gonna repeat the conversation again. It's April May. You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. The witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May? Yeah, she'd be angry. It's so fair. All of you hanging up on me like that. So I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Oh, that's it. The court seen the real Miss April May just now. Now to deal the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping relevant? Saying exactly what Edgar wants her to say. Miss May, you're tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped the phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? I think she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night? Fine, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Nice coffee, I believe it was. Nice coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. You don't drink it quick, the ice melts and you have a regular cold coffee. Nice coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. There you go, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder. I can say it's Nani. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime but no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Your testimony stands. You saw the defendant Maya May commit murder. They're just gonna let her walk away. No way I could witness unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, I definitely say this is definitely time to save. What the hell? I mean, she mentioned room service, yes. I still think examining Ms. May's probably the answer, but yeah, the thing outside the box, right? The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think he's sunk in quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition. If Miss April Bay's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you recognize that Miss Maya Fey was not the killer, thus she was innocent. Thereby, you must also accept the verdict guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. Nani? Better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya is going to be declared guilty on the spot. Well, I got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Cool. Got right into my trap. Uh-oh. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. Certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I still feel like this is a trap, but we're committed. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call at after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Of course, boobs. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. Oh, this is it.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now. I will be finished. This is hopefully not mission failed. Oh, when in doubt, press. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you refrain from asking previous questions. Are you sure it was Miss May on the film? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remember her quite well, sir. The fact he stumbled and said, damn, makes me suspicious. Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV in which to drink after she was finished, sir. Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. Space crisis, and be brought then. Oh, bellboy, teehee. Iced coffee, it's exactly at 10. Therefore, I knocked at the door at the crack of 9, sir. So you sure it's Miss Ibra May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir, is an enduring mannerism of mine. I'm so very certain. Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she... Oh my. Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More like a peck on the cheek. It is a moment I shall never forget. I got nothing. Is that it? Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bad boy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen, can I? Wait, please wait. Yes, the defense has something to add. One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. Yeah, we're gonna save real quick. I have an idea. And it's the room service itself. Tell me again about the room service. Again, sir. At exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge. Man, that's expensive coffee. I see. Yeah. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes. Well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skip on the ice, sir. 2. What did he say? Only animals of cold coffee for $18, apparently. Rather quite. Cowboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Got some kick-ass music. I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Right, you did not mention this in your testimony. Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Yeah. He asked me not to mention about suspiciously acts, sir. You fool. Baka. Can't resist throwing vodka in. I've done it. I've won. Bribery, yep. This April May checked into the twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when he brought the room service, didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it as impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was her herself and her other person. I feel like it's gonna be it's not that question, it's the other answer, but first with Miss May, of course. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapped in the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of other men from this court. Ugh. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. Or acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today for the trial of Madame Faye. Court is adjourned. Yeah. Well, we're safe for now. That's what it was. We're safe for now, but she's not. But she's still. Her trial still continues, right? Well, we're not good. We're not good for now, but we're safe. Also, shoot, I didn't realize it was already wouldn't be 1:30. I can't save it here, but we'll keep going until I reach a save point. But September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright. But we will save it here and call it good for tonight. Apologies for the cliffhanger, but this is about as good a time to end for today because I'm at time, unfortunately. So we will be back tomorrow 9:30 p.m. if no other tech issues happen. In the meantime, who is on at this hour? Yeah, to be continued. Sorry to cliffhanger, but at least I didn't cliffhang in the middle of the case. I mean, in the middle of the testimony.